Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you already know, my name is Kielaohh, and this is the Introverted Icon show. Now, if you were tuned in with us last week, we went over how I'm an introvert, some pros, some cons, some misconceptions, and as well some famous introverts that are out there. Now, I did recommend in the video that if you have not heard their stories, that you should check them out, especially if you want to be a famous introvert yourself or an iconic introvert yourself. So if you haven't had the opportunity to check out that video, I recommend that you check it out now. But I know why you're here. Per the title and per the topic of today, we're going to be talking about 100 ways to make money in 2024. Clap it up. I know. You want to get to the bag. And we're going to be talking about exactly 100 ways that you can get to the bag and add some cash money into your account and into them pockets. And before we jump right in, I want to talk to you guys a second about why money is important. So first and foremost, it is a tool. All right. It's not just meant for you to pay bills. It's supposed to put yourself in a better financial position and to allow others to be in a better financial position because of you being blessed. So you are blessed to be a blessing to others. OK, remember, I'm in the financial services industry and my job is to teach people how money works and to put them into a better financial position. So my goal with this is to put you guys in a better financial position. So potentially you have the income to grow your money and have your money working for you instead of you always working for it. Alrighty. So I took my time, I did my due diligence, I did my research, and I found some pretty good, as I might say, some pretty good ways for you guys to make additional income. So you could call it a side hustle, a gig, whatever. But from these, I can't always make a guarantee, but you are most likely going to make some money. So let's jump right in. We're going to start off with the first 5. So we have Gig Smart, People Ready, Amazon Flex Jobs, Quick, and InstaWork. So with these, you have to go online to their websites, apply, and then from there, once they approve your application, you can download their app and see all of the available opportunities and pick which ones you want to work at or participate in. And these typically pay you the exact same day that you work. So the next 5 are more on the entrepreneurial side. So number 1, monetize a YouTube channel. That's what we're working on right now. Number 2 is doing user-generated content, also known as UGC, or you're a content creator or an influencer. Number 3 is e-commerce or creating an e-commerce business and you're selling digital products online. Number 4 is that you start a used book business, kind of like Amazon started. And then last but not least, number 5, you decide to want to work with me in my financial firm. So I'm always looking for people that want to work with me part-time. If you're interested, give me a text. My number is 678-761-0821. Text the word interested with your name and your email address. Now, you do have to be a United States citizen. You have to be over the age of 18 and be able to pass a background check. Next up are things that you can rent to make additional income. So first is party and event rentals, meaning chairs, tables, tents, decorations. People need those things all the time. So you can make money doing that. Next is your car or your boat. The only app that comes to mind from the top of my head is Toro, but there's many more out there that you can rent out those things and make money from that. Next is your home, of course, Airbnb, but there are HOAs that don't allow people to have certain things outside. So you can rent out like your backyard or your garage to people and make money that way. Next is tools and equipment. That's number 4. You can rent out your lawnmower, your weed eater, your air blower, whatever people need. I forgot what it was called because I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. I'm just a girl, something. Okay. But you can rent those things out too. And then last but not least, outdoor and indoor games. Everyone doesn't have board games. Everyone doesn't have super giant Connect 4 for outside. Alrighty, we're in the groove. We got next up the traditional ways to make additional income. Number 1, you can be a babysitter. I started babysitting at the age of 12 and I was making that money. How? How does this keep happening? Sorry about that. So number 1, you can be a babysitter or a nanny. Number 2, You could be a household help or a personal assistant and make some money that way. Number 3, you can be a dog sitter, a pet sitter, a dog walker, and a pet groomer if you're good with shears and clippers. Number 4, you can be a house cleaner or maid. And then number 5, if you're good, especially with that math, you could be a tutor. Because it was not my strong suit in school. Not at all. And it's funny because I deal with money now. Funny how the tables turn. I feel like I'm probably going kind of slow. So I think I'm going to speed it up a bit. So next up are freelancer gigs and side hustles. So first we have Upwork. We have Fiverr. We have Freelancer. We have TaskRabbit. And we have Upshift. So if you're a freelancer and you just want to do some extra side gigs and some extra, I just put those words together. Side hustles and gigs, these are for you. Next up to the money game, we have surveys and mobile games. These are near and dear to my heart because once upon a time I used to do a lot of these, especially as an introvert. So first to the stage is Inbox Dollars, Swag Bucks, Survey Junkie, Taluna, and My Points. Get into these if you want to make some additional income. They do pay out a lot via PayPal and virtual Visa gift cards and some other ways like Bath and Body Works, Nike. All of these are gift cards, but get into those. Moving right along, we're going to be doing focus groups next. So because these names are very unique, I'm going to read them directly from the card. So number 1, we have respondent. Number 2, we have user interviews. Number 3, we have field voices. Number 4, recruit and field. And number 5, focus scope. I hope I pronounced that last one right. But check those out. Focus groups typically pay about $50 to $100 every time you sit down and either test the product or you give your opinion. So I recommend if you want to make an additional $50 to $100 for about an hour worth of your time, do a focus group. So I don't know why these companies all have very unique names, but we're going to get into mystery shopper opportunities. And I'm going to read from the card like I did before. So first is Sinclair Customer Metrics. Number 2, Market Force Information. Number 3, IntelliShop. Number 4, Best Mark. And number 5, In Touch Insight. So if you're interested in going to businesses, movie premieres, and restaurants to give your opinion, I recommend you do the mystery shopper opportunities. This next batch, I call this the words and numbers opportunities list because you'll see in a second why, but it's a little in depth, so I'm going to read from the card too, so bear with me. Number 1, you can be a transcriptionist or translator. Number 2, you can be a bookkeeper. So if you're good with numbers and math, you can assist businesses with figuring out their numbers, what's coming in, what's going out. Number 3, you can be an online storyteller. So if you're good with, telling a story, you can have a Patreon or Patreon account. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but if you're a great storyteller, you can make money that way. What a pad. I just threw that in there. Number 4, you can write curriculum and lesson plans for teachers. So the website that I got for that is teacherspayteachers.com. So check that out. And last but not least, you can publish a book. I'm actually a published author myself. I have 2 books, working on my 3rd one as we speak, but we'll talk about that in another video. Next, we're going to talk about beauty industry opportunities. So number 1, you can become a nail technician. Number 2, you can become a hairstylist or a barber, depending upon your skills. Number 3, you can become a makeup artist. Number 4, you can become a lash or eyebrow esthetician. And number 5, you can be a wax technician. Get up in there. Get up in there. At this point, I'm just going to keep reading off of the cards because I don't know. I don't even know what number we're on. So we're just going to keep going. So next is outside and labor side hustles and gigs. So first one is moving. You can do your own moving business or just let people know in the neighborhood. Spread the word that you're helping people move and you're getting paid to do so. Number 2, lawn work, landscaping, and gardening. Number 3, collecting and recycling scrap metal. It's a very lucrative business. The people that do that actually make a lot of good extra income. A lot. Number 4, car washing and detailing. And last but not least, number 5, if you are a handy woman or a handy man, you can do handiwork. Alrighty, so if you're an artist, this next set is for you. So number 1, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but number 1, you can start an Etsy shop. And on Etsy, you can sell your designs, you can sell your crafts, and you can sell digital products too. Number 2, you can join Canva creators, and on there, as a creator and artist, you can sell your templates, your design elements, and make money from that as well. Number 3, you can do commission work. So if someone wants digital art that's custom, a painting that's custom, or drawings that are custom, you can do that and get compensated for that. Number 4, you can create and design fonts. Fonts are everywhere, from street signs to websites to logos. Everybody and their mama need fonts. So you can get money for designing those and having those be available online for purchase. And number 5, you can do graphic design work. Hopefully you guys are hanging in there with me and you're not bored with me yet, because we just been going and going and I've just been talking. But next, this section is called, not I'm from New York. It's called online and out and about. And you'll see why in a second. Number 1 is affiliate marketing. Number 2 is blogging. So a lot of stay-at-home moms do blogging and make their money that way. Number 3, you can sell stock photos. So Adobe stock photos and iStock, those websites. There's another one called Pexels that I really enjoy, but you can sell your photos to them and make money that way too. Number 4, online coaching, consulting, or teaching. There's a lot of that going on. So do your research and figure out how you can make money. Where's this accent coming from? Make money with that. Number 5, last but not least, you can become a notary. Alrighty, so if you're an extrovert, this next batch is for you. Number 1, coming in hot, you can become a tour guide. So if you look to your left and if you look to your right, you will find, yeah, you can do that. Number 2, you can become an event planner. Help people with their birthday parties, weddings, graduations, bar mitzvahs, whatever it is. You can help people and get paid for doing that. Number 3, you can become a massage therapist. Now I had to think about this because for me, even though you're not doing too much talking, you still got to be somewhat of an extrovert to be around people and massaging them. That's my thought process. I could be wrong. Number 4, you can become a photographer and do photography at events, socials, whatever, parties, taking photos. You can become a photographer. And then number 5, you can become a yoga teacher. Namaste. If you can stand the heat and stay in the kitchen, this next set is for you. Culinary arts and food. Number 1, you can have a food truck. Either buy one, rent one, however you want to do that, because that's your business. Number 2, you can do catering. I know people that sell plates, people that actually have an establishment or renting out a kitchen. Do it however you want to, but make that money while you're doing it. And make sure you have the proper permits to do that as well, because I don't want you to get in trouble with your local city or county or whatever. So do your research before you do any of these, by the way. Number 3, ice cream cart. King of Pops is a very good one. But if you want to start your own and do your own brand, recommend doing that. So that's number 3. Number 4, you can do cooking classes. Start a YouTube channel and do cooking classes that way, or in-person cooking classes. However you want to do that, again, that's your business. And number 5, meal prep kits. Not too much more left. So next up is gaming. So if you're a gamer, these are for you. Number 1, you could do game streaming. The most popular one I know of right now is Twitch, but of course there's more, so do your research. But you can become a game streamer. Number 2, you can do game testing. So if you want to test out the new Call of Duty, the new Warzone, the new, I don't know nothing about games, the new 2K, Madden, you can become a game tester and make sure that they don't have any bugs or issues going on with them and get compensated for doing that. Number 3, you can become a game coach. There's always kids that want to get better. Obviously, this is a craft that pays exceptionally well if you're great at it, if you're the GOAT of it, right? And then number 4, you can become a video game merchandiser, meaning you're selling merch with gamer stuff on there. So if you can say number 1 gamer or best gamer in the world, make money doing that. And then number 5, you can organize games and events and tournaments. And let me elaborate on that last one a little bit. So you can host gaming events either at a facility or at your home, but you can charge people to get in, have people donate. Of course, you'll pay the winners, but then you can pocket the rest as the host. So you can make your money that way and make it an ongoing thing. We rolling through these. We almost done. We got a couple more to go. So next we're going to talk about sports. Number 1, you can become a personal trainer. Get that body right. Body everything. What the kids say? Body T. Number 2, you can become a motivational speaker. For some reason, God has me going towards this direction in the near future. I don't know why, but I'm sure he has his reasons. Number 3, you can become a referee. If you're great with a specific sport and you're excellent with the whistle, you can make additional income doing that. Number 4, if you love children and you want to see them advance and develop in their skills and their ability, i.e. in soccer, basketball, tennis, baseball, whatever sport, you can get compensated for being a youth sports coach. And number 5, you could do scorekeeping. I actually used to do this in high school and they paid me to keep score and to manage the clock. This one's for my people. This is for introverts. God's favorites. Don't tell him I said that. Number 1, you can do proofreading and editing. Number 2, you can do web development and design. Number 3, you can do data entry. Number 4, you can do greeting card writing or become a greeting card writer. Hallmark, Dayspring, just to name a few. And number 5, you can do book reviews. So you have authors that are out there trying to figure out, is my book even worth going out there? Or is it even good? Should I even keep doing this? Review their books and get paid for your opinion. Next, I actually saved these to be towards the end because these were obvious and a lot of people are doing these anyway, and I didn't want to just shove this back down you guys' throats. So you already know. Number 1, DoorDash. Number 2, Uber Eats or Postmates, because I just found out actually yesterday that Uber bought Postmates. Number 3, Instacart. Number 4, Grubhub. And number 5, you can either do Uber or Lyft. So I named this batch the food delivery and people delivery list. Okay, guys, we're down to the last 5. Number 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. Even though I wasn't numbering them that way, I was doing them in batches of 5. But still, these are the heavy hitters. These are the ones that pay the most. Number 1, interior decorator. Number 2, professional organizer. Number 3, you can become a driving instructor at your own risk. Every state is different, but where I live, these people don't know how to drive. Number 4, you can become a social media manager. So you're assisting businesses with having their social media set up accurately and they are actually generating engagement. And number 5, you can become an actor/model. So get your pose on. We're done, y'all. We did it. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to first give you your applause. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I truly do love you guys. And I'm so glad that I took the time to do this because there is a need for people to make additional income. With the rising cost of food, gas, and inflation, people need money. And my ultimate goal is for you guys to what? get to the bag, and to have fun while you're making funds. So if you utilize any of the opportunities, you sign up and you start making money, please let me know in the comments below. And next week, we're going to be talking about originality and how you need to be authentic to yourself and true to yourself at all times. So the title is going to be Kielaohh, and the O is for original. So I want to thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Until next time, love you lots. Lemon Pops.